experience. And they've come into Chalker Community Radio Station studio, not only to ask you a question, but have you got a question that you would like to ask each or any of the three students sitting in front of me, please, Trevor?
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, firstly, you put me on the spot there, haven't you? Well, first I want to know their names.
Right, okay, so can you introduce
so
us?
That'll be the first question.
Right, so Jay? Yes, speak, yeah.
I'm in year 11, my name's Jay.
Jay?
Yeah.
I'm in year 10.
Okay, nice to meet you, Jay.
And then
I'm in year 10, my name's Kaya.
Kyle.
Kaya,
sorry.
Yeah.
Kaya, sorry.
And
I'm in year 10 and my name's Thierry.
Is it Jerry, did you say?
Thierry.
as in Henry, Terry Henry, the footballer.
Oh, Terry Henry, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And as you know, he's my favourite player of all time. So but we might go there at the moment, okay? Yeah.
Well, it's not a question, because it's a general question, because obviously England are playing tonight in terms of can't go any of them a football fan.
Trevor, can I just jump in there? Because when you said England are playing today, Jay is dying to get back home to watch the match later. So when you said England are playing today, Jay had a beam on his face. But anyway, please carry on, Trevor. Please carry on.
No, firstly, it's really good. But why did you why work experience at the radio? Why media? Is that something you guys love or what?
Jay?
I chose this because I believe it was like a good insight into how like the radio runs and works, and it will also like benefit me because I still don't know what I want to do for a career. So I thought maybe if I did this, it'd give me a good insight into how it runs and if I like it or not.
Wow, what a lovely answer. Did you hear that,
That's
Trevor?
a good
Yeah, that
yeah,
was.
I did. That's a brilliant answer. That's
Okay.
brilliant.
And Kyle?
What about Kyrie and Terry?
Yeah.
I really like media studies. I want to go into like a career when I'm older to do with media, and this is very media, obviously. So yeah, I like media.
And when you say media, what part of it is it? Is it the writing? Is it broadcast? Is it the research, producing? Do you have a field where you think you fit, or are you just trying everything?
Just trying everything really, because I'm not sure yet.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. And Terry?
Terry, yeah.
I haven't figured out what I want to do when I'm older, so I want to learn little things.
Okay, that's fantastic. And have any of you got a question that you'd like to ask Trevor? Do you know what Trevor does? Do you know who he is? So Jay, why didn't you ask Trevor and ask him, who are you? What do you do? Yeah, go on.
What do you do for work?
Trevor, Jay asked you, what do you do for work?
Oh, okay. Well, for Brett, I'm the local councillor for Stonebridge. So I'm the local councillor newly elected for Stonebridge. And my day-to-day, I'm also the CEO of Edmonton Community Partnership, which is an alliance of 21 schools, which include primary and secondary school, a pupil referral unit, and an SEN school. And the whole setup is about schools working together to provide different enrichment activities for young people like yourselves, which are free at the point of access, to level up the playing field in terms of education. So we supply additional support in numeracy, in literacy, in sports access, working very closely with Spurs Football Club. It's about making sure that young people, and this is in Enfield, by the way, have the same opportunities as anyone who's living in Surrey or in Wimbledon. And it's all free, so we have to fundraise, but make sure that we improve the life chances of people like you and give you opportunities like you're doing now in terms of work experience and looking at, I haven't figured it out yet in my life what I want to do, but let me try something.
Yeah.
And I also believe that that people listening might be upset with me. I believe that secondary schools aren't set up for all young people. I think some young people are definitely academic, but some aren't. Some are creative, some are good with their hands, and we need to look at how we support them to make sure that they have the best chance in life. So technical colleges, vocational stuff, we can do everything from metalwork, to hairdressing, to mechanics, to AI, critical thinking, to performing arts, if you're into, and media, stuff that you guys are interested or at least trying out. So that's what I do, and that's my mission, and it will be my mission, I suppose, until I die.
And Trevor, can I just ask you, as part of your role for the Everton Community Partnership, how important is it for you to be numerate in the work that you do?
To do what?
How important is being numerate and confident with maths in the work that you do?
Vital. We control budgets of £1 to £2 million at different stages, and we also have to make sure we spend that money wisely. We have to pay people right. We have to rent the right places. We have to keep our overheads, our core costs, which is paying staff and rent and utility bills. And let me be honest with you, I failed maths. Okay, so in GCSE I failed maths. But I had a very good calculator, and then later on in life I realised it's really important to have people with different skills. And my skill set is in maths, but I know enough now. I'm really good actually now because I've learned it on the job. But if you don't, if we're not around, if we don't have a balanced budget, we can't support close to 8,000 young people. So it's so important. And maths and financial literacy, I think I want to rephrase it, is important for all young people.
Yeah.
You know, how to pay bills, how to save money to get that mortgage, or to save money to start your own business, or to buy your first car.
Yeah.
You know, financial literacy, I want to rephrase it like that. It's important. And that's why I believe that we have to start earlier in primary school, getting young people, getting children aware of how the basics of shopping budgets that mum or dad or your cousin or your carer has to do. Because if you don't know that, you can't carry that into when you leave home. And that's where a lot of young people, young adults, get into problems. So no, being financially literate, as I want to rephrase it, is really important. And I've learned that. And like I said, I failed maths.
Okay, well, I'm not going to say that too loudly in front of the students.
I own that. I think it's important to say that. Actually, that we make mistakes at school. Schools don't define us. Your grades don't define you. What defines you is your vision and your purpose.
Did you hear that?
Even when you fall down, get up and think, what else can I? And I love the fact that the young people, Jay, Tari, and also Kai, you're just trying something out, because all those skills are transferable, whether you end up in media or not.
Perfect. Jay, is there a question that you'd like to ask Trevor at all, or Kaya, or Thierry? Anything to do with maths or number or anything like that at all? Okay. So one day I'm going to invite Trevor to come into the studio. I'm going to invite you three back again so that you can have a discussion with him, because he's a local Brent councillor. We've got another local Brent councillor, who's Councillor Angela Joyce D'Souza, who's just come into the studio, and she's going to be talking to you, and you're going to be asking her questions, and she's going to be asking you questions about how you see maths in your everyday school life as well. Trevor, is there anything else that you'd like to say to the three students before we finish, please?
I wanted to ask them a question about what maths means to them and how they feel that when they need it. Because a lot of students I speak to don't get it, and then we have these long conversations. They go, "Oh my God, so what does maths or financial literacy mean to them?"
Okay,
so yeah, that's what I'd ask.
So Jay, do you want to come to the mic and let Trevor's asking you a question?
To me, it means knowing how much to budget for, when it comes to shopping, know how to create Excel spreadsheets, because you have to have formulas and maths. And that's what I was doing that today, in fact, making an Excel spreadsheet using maths.
Oh my God! And what was the spreadsheet? What was the spreadsheet about?
Budgeting my finances for the summer holiday.
Oh, Trevor, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
I did. Well done.
That's
amazing.
Good. Wow. And Kaya?
I kind of agree, actually. I use it a lot, in shops and stuff, to buy stuff. So I do that every day, or not every day,
So when you go shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
To buy food and stuff.
Okay, and when you go, and then Thierry?
I use math almost every single day when I'm in shopping with my mom or my parents, and also when I'm in physics, I use math as well.
Ah, okay. And Kaya, at the moment, one of my focuses is about women and girls getting into engineering and maths. Is that an area? Is that an area of employment that you might be thinking of, engineering or that kind of level of maths?
Maybe, I don't know though.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
yet, but maybe.
And so, do you enjoy science and technology at school?
Some parts of it,
Uh-huh.
but like some parts are a bit hard, but some parts I do.
Okay. And when you say they're a bit hard, is it because of the math side of it? Or
Not really,
just-
actually. It's just some other. I don't really know what are bits really. But, like,
Okay.
the maths bit is probably the easy bit.
Okay. Trevor, sorry.
No, I was going to say, have you helped them see maths in a fun way? Because everyone does maths every day, but they don't realise it. It's about how much time you spend on your phone, going through social media, talking to people, how much time you give to your family, how much time you give to your work, how much time you take for sleeping. There's only 24 hours in the day. You know, you're doing maths all the time, and I have to diarise everything. And I really think young people need to understand maths is part of your day-to-day, not just on your balance, your bank balance, or how much shopping. It's also in terms of your time and how much time you give to people, how much time you give to the right people.
Yeah.
That's all part of it. And preparation makes opportunity. My final thing, because I've got to go into meeting. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
I've got to go to
Thank you.
council meeting. But I'm going to say to all young people, and I say this all the time, preparation makes opportunities. What you decide to focus in and focus on is what your tomorrow will be. So if you spend your time just doing idle nothing, but if you divide it up and say, no, I'll have some fun here, I'm going to do all this, but then I've got this time, that's important because tomorrow will only come if you're ready for it. So preparation makes opportunities.
Trevor, that's lovely. Trevor, Councillor Trevor Blackman, can I just say thank you very much for taking the time to call into this show and speaking to the three students, because I think your last couple of sentences, they were nodding their heads, and I could see that it really hit them and it made sense to them as well. And you know, I've got another half an hour with them, and I just can't wait to talk to them and find out more about their maths, about their work experience, and about maths makers. So thank you very much indeed, Councillor Trevor Blackman, for calling in.
I invite you all to come up, come to the Civic Centre. I'm happy to come down, but come up. You know, come and meet me. Come and tell me stuff that I don't know that I should be focusing on. If there's anything, please, it's your centre. Come with Isaac. I would love to host you. And
did you hear that?
Yeah.
You've been invited to the Civic Centre, so we have to arrange that with your parents and with maths makers.
Yeah.
That'd be. Oh, Trevor, thank you very much. That'd be
Bless
lovely.
you.
Thank you. Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was lovely. A counsellor. And there's another counsellor sitting in here with us, okay? And she's going to be talking to you, and you're going to be asking her questions as well. But I understand that you've got questions that you want to ask me. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's going to start?
I'll start.
Terry, off you go.
So what do you like about maths?
What do I like about maths? Terry, that's a really, really good question. What I like about maths is the fact that it's the awe and the wonder, it's the excitement behind finding out things that you just don't know. So I love problem solving when it comes to mathematics. So when it's things like Pythagoras, trigonometry, even big maths, Kaya, that we were talking about earlier, there's so many things that you can do. There's so many problems that you can do. There's so much fun bits that you can do. I'm going to teach you something now, and you're going to love it, okay? The number 37, okay? Picture 37 in your head. 37 times 3 times 6 times 9 times 12 and times 15. 37 times 3, does anyone know what the answer is? Can anyone work? 37 times 3, 3 times 30, 3 times 7. Any ideas? Go in. It's 100 and, go on.
101
Add 10 more.
or 111?
It's 111, 111. So 37 times 3 is 111. Can you have a guess at what 37 times 6 might be? Think about when you're counting what comes after 1.
2,
So what's the answer?
1, 1, 2.
No, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. What's 37 times 9? Do you get the idea? Can you see the pattern there? That's what I like about maths. There's so much that you can pull out from it. And Kaya, with me, it just does not matter. If you give a wrong answer, if you get something wrong, that's when I start smiling. Because as young people, you are here to learn. And our job at Maths Makers, me as Mr. Numbervator, your parents, your family and teachers, we want you to be the best. That's a lovely question, Terry. Kaya, have you got a question you'd like to ask me?
What do you find the easiest to do in maths?
I think I was talking to Davey, who's in charge of the mentoring and maths. Is that correct? At Maths Makers, yeah, Davey. You know Davey, yeah. Okay. Anyway, Davey was sitting with Helena earlier on in the show, yeah, and I said to him, I absolutely love fractions. Fractions is my favourite topic, and I just find it so easy. It's my favourite topic. That's a nice question. Thank you, Kaya. And Jay.
What would you say to those who don't enjoy maths and find it difficult and think it's not for them?
That is a brilliant question. What would I say to those people who do not enjoy maths and find it difficult? One answer: spend 3 minutes with me, and I'll change your perspective. I'll change how you feel. Okay. So Jay, that's a very good question because not everyone does like maths. Not everyone is good at maths, and that's the real world. Okay. I can't change a car tire. Maybe as you get older, you'll be able to change a car tire. I have not got a clue how to change a car tire. The reason why I say that, some of my friends do not like maths, but they are brilliant at painting, decorating, repairs, everything. So we've all got our different strengths, okay? And someone who does not like maths, it's up to me to make it fun, make it engaging, make it real, and just make them feel that they are achieving and that they can do well in maths. That's a really nice question. Give me some more questions. Any more questions? Terry, Kaya, any more questions? Any more questions?
Who inspired you to do maths?
Do you know what? I was hoping that someone was going to ask me, who inspired me to like maths? Well, when I was in year 3, so when I was 8, 9 years old, I had a class teacher called Mrs. Tate. And Mrs. Tate took me from year 3 into year 4, into year 5, and into year 6. But in my day, it was called class 1, 2, 3, and 4. It wasn't 3, 4. Things have changed there because I'm a little bit older than all of you. Now, she was the math specialist in the school, and she taught every single lesson through maths. So I learnt about English, believe it or not, through maths. I learned about the vowels, the consonants. I learned about sentence structure, all through maths, playing with maths and number. And she made it fun. And she always said to us, if you get something wrong, good. It means that you are trying. And she gave us the feeling of, don't worry, if you don't know something, you ask. If you get something wrong, I'm going to show you how to get it correct. So she gave me that confidence to become a teacher. So I became a teacher, and now I'm training teachers. That's a lovely question. Jay, have you got a question, another question? Or Kaya? Is there anything else you want to ask? Or do you want to have a little think later on? Okay. Well, listen, can I just say to the three of you, thank you so much. I haven't finished yet, by the way. We haven't finished yet, but I'm going to welcome our second counsellor to come to the table. And so, would one of you like to stay? Would one of you like to sort of stay and maybe talk to the counsellor? Terry, okay, right. So, because Kaya and Jay, if you want to sort of just get up, and then I'm going to welcome our counsellor to the chair. So, thank you, Jay, and thank you, Kaya. This is live radio, and this is what makes it exciting. So, yeah. Good evening, Councillor Angela Joyce de Souza. How are you?
Good evening, Isaac. I'm fine, and how about you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for coming to Chalker Community Radio Station. Now, you just heard your fellow councillor, Mr. Trevor Blackman, talking.
Yes.
And I know that you two know each other.
Yes.
You get on well together. And Councillor, can I just say, the reason why we invited you into the studio is because I know that you've got a passion for making sure that young people are given every opportunity to succeed,
You're right.
and that you've got a passion of you are so happy when you see young people enjoying learning. And because this is Work Experience Month, I've invited the 3 students to come into the studio. And so Thierry, who's in year 10, is there anything that you'd like to ask Thierry?
Hi Thierry, how are you this day?
I'm good, thank you.
I don't have many questions for you, but one question that I would like to ask you, especially because as a student, I did not enjoy maths once upon a time.
Wow.
And
Can I ask you why didn't you? Was it the teacher? Was it the way that it was presented? What was it that you didn't
it
like?
was more about a teacher
You see.
until one day, Miss Meera came into my life.
Oh wow.
And she made a major impact on what I think about maths.
Oh my
She
God.
was very supportive. Even when I get something wrong,
Yes.
she would call me Baby Joyce for some reason.
Oh.
And she would say, "You'll be there, keep trying."
Yes.
And those words inspired me so much, not only with maths, but in my life as well.
Oh my God.
You know, as Trevor said,
Yes.
my co-counselor Trevor said, it's about pulling yourself once again when you
Yes.
fall down.
Yes.
I too believe in that. And that applies not only in maths,
Yes.
but in our day-to-day life, in our real life.
Wow. Terry, what do you think about what the counsellors just said?
I think it's great because I think everyone just needs some motivation to do something that you like. And once you understand maths or anything in life, then you find it easier and you find it fun.
Terry, as you're talking, you talk with such confidence for a young person.
Yes.
And the way that you're talking is just so clear, and it's brilliant. So Thierry, promise me that you'll never stop being the way that you are, because you're going to go far in life. The same with Kaya and Jay. The 3 of you, you've started at the right level now. But anyway, Councillor.
No worries. I'm ready with my question. Are you ready to answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of
Look
course.
at that smile
Yeah, I know.
and the confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So, my first question to you is, do you like maths?
Of course, I like maths because I think maths is really important,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really important for you in life because you see it every single day, and also maths is really fun to me.
Can you give me some instances where you think adults use maths?
I think in everyday life, like shopping
Mm-hmm.
and traveling, because like you need to find out the cost and also the traveling time.
You're right. The parents have to have a budget for
Exactly.
travel. Summer holidays are coming
There you go.
close by, and Thierry knows it, and he's talking about travel already. Is this a
Exactly.
message to your parents?
Yeah, it is a message to your mum.
I just wanted to ask you, I think you answered my second question and why you like maths already, but I have something in mind. When you do your homework, do you think of your teacher? Do you think you like your teacher? Does she have an impact on your life and the way you do maths and solve problems?
Yeah, my teacher does have an impact on my maths.
Mm-hmm.
She always gives me motivation when I say I didn't understand some part of the work. She'll always help me, and yeah.
And Thierry, sorry, Councillor. Thierry, you go to Maths Makers, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
How is Maths Makers helping you to become even better at maths?
They're helping me to ask more questions. They encourage me to ask questions. And when I was in year 9 or year 8, I was scared to ask questions because I came from Hong Kong and my English was not well, so I was scared to ask questions.
Wow, and listening to you talk, I could listen to you talk all day, because the clarity and the confidence that comes through your voice, Thierry, is absolutely amazing. So well done for where you've come from to where you are. And I know that Maths Makers has made a big impact in you. Look how confident you are. Councillor,
Yes, he is. He is very confident.
Isn't he? Yeah.
Yes. And can I ask you, would you like to be a counselor one day?
I would.
You would, and why?
I like to help people.
Uh-huh.
My mom always taught me to help people because helping people just just like feels good when you help
And
people.
makes a difference in lives, isn't it? You touch
Yeah.
lives in positive ways and you bring a smile on people's face. What do you think a counselor is, by the way?
It's like when people want to solve a problem,
Uh-huh.
and you can help them
Brilliant.
and
What kind of problems?
such as like adding more recycle bins because like to global warming.
Yeah.
And do
yeah.
you think adding of recycling bins has a budget? Do you think the counselors look at ratios, percentages, the needs? What do you think?
Yeah, that's why I love maths. It's like maths is everyday life. Just help with counselor at every job as well.
So Thierry, one day I believe you will become a counsellor. If you said you'd like to be, it's up to you now. And I know your mum is here. Your mum is here. She's got a big smile on her face. Yeah, that's Terry's mum.
Oh,
She's
that's nice.
smiling
Hello,
there.
Mum.
Yeah, and Thierry, I know that you can do it. The same for Jay, and the same for Kaya as well. You're representing the three of you. You're just in the hot chair representing the other two students here. But work experience, what you've just said to Councillor Angela Joyce D'Souza, is that that's your ambition, and someone like Councillor Joyce D'Souza can help you get there. So in the same way as Trevor has invited you to go to the Civic Centre where all the work is done, I know that Councillor Joyce would welcome the three of you to go
Definitely.
and see what her work is. So you'll see her working. You'll see what she has to do, because I'm sure she has to manage budgets. I'm sure she has to make decisions. And decision making is part of algebra, it's part of mathematics. So you've started at the right time with the right mentality as well, Thierry.
I also want to say that as a counselor, maybe 1.5 months plus as a counselor, I already deal with young people and children with SEND needs.
Wow.
And we also have something known as the Brent Youth Parliament. It's for young people in Brent. So if Thierry wants to join, Kaya wants to join, anyone wants to join, do get in touch.
Oh,
And there we will not only discuss about what things matter to us locally,
yes.
but it would be questions, and you'll be able to talk to counselors and get inspiration, get to know what it is in the role as a counselor, and many things. It depends on the different topics
Yes.
discussed on that particular day. But get in touch,
Okay.
and happy to refer
Oh,
young
that's
people
lovely.
and the youth.
Terry, what do you think about what Councillor just said? Is that something you might be interested in?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, well
Wow,
done.
that's nice.
That's
We have the
nice.
first
I
entry
know.
already.
And I'm sure the same for Jay, yeah? And the same, where's Kaya? The same for Kaya. Kaya, would you be interested? And so we have to talk to your mums and dads and everything, and then we can get things rolling. That'd be amazing. So
And
thank
the
you very much.
tour to the Brent Civic Centre.
Okay, that would be amazing. Okay, Terry, can I once again say thank you, and the same to Kaya, and the same to Jay for coming in. We haven't finished yet, but I'm going to welcome another one of our guests to the front. So thank you, Councillor Angela.
Thank you, Isaac.
You're going to stay to the end, aren't you?
Yes, I will.
Okay, I'm sure
Thank you for inviting me.
No, I had to invite you. And can I just briefly say, last Friday, we had a big event in Wembley about the Windrush, and Councillor Angela Joyce D'Souza and Councillor Trevor Blackman, they were our guests of honour. And that's when I first met Councillor D'Souza. And from the first time we met, there was a connection. I just knew that I just knew that there was a passion for making change, representing, valuing everyone, irrespective of your age, because we had young people performing. And when the young people were performing, I could see the beam on the councillors' faces, because they had this sense of, they were proud. And someone like you, Thierry, and Kaya, and Jay, one day you're going to be there. So thank you very much indeed for coming in, and keep working hard when it comes to maths, yeah? Thank you, Councillor.
Thank you, Isaac.
We'll have a chat after the show
Sure.
as well.
Thank you for inviting.
Okay,
Have a nice day.
thank you. Can I now welcome a very, very, very dear... Terry, do you want to stay there?
Yeah.
Jay, do you want to come to the front? And Kaya, come and have a seat, because Paul... So Jay, you come sit next to me here. There you go. And then Kaya, look at that. We're surrounded by excellence.
We are surrounded by excellence. I've been listening to the program, of course, since the beginning, and gosh, what wonderful young folk they are.
Oh, thank you. I'm now going to welcome Reverend Dr. Paul Hill. And as I said earlier, Reverend Paul is a family friend. He's my church minister, Methodist Church, Fernhead Methodist Church in London. And all I know about Paul, one thing about Paul is his passion of helping and supporting and advancing young people so that they reach their potential. It was Paul who invited me through his friend Georgia Gould MP to go to the Houses of Parliament 2 weeks ago, where I was presented with a certificate which I was not expecting. But Paul has been part of my development, because when I used to run some maths workshops and English workshops for Brent, Paul came to support me. And Paul is always asking me about what am I doing to help young people. And that's why I wanted Paul to be here this afternoon to meet you three students. So is there a question that you would like to ask Paul, or can Paul ask you a question, Kaya, Terry, and Jay?
Well, I'm going to butt it if that's okay.
Yeah.
Because before the show, we were talking about the work experience and what they were doing. And I just thought that it would be interesting for your listeners just to hear a little bit about the work experience that they've done, because you've really enjoyed it, haven't you? Do you want to say a few words, Kaya?
Yeah.
I did work experience nearly 2 months ago, I think. And I went to my primary school, and it was really fun actually. They also did they were like 4 and 5.
Yeah, 4 and 5.
Like the ages.
And so that was reception.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been amazing.
Yeah, they were really sweet. And I noticed they did maths as well, a bit.
Can you tell us what type of maths they were doing?
They were practicing with money,
Oh my
simple
gosh.
money, and learning how to count with it and stuff.
Oh, that's brilliant. And you were supporting and helping?
Yeah.
Wow. And what was it about what you were doing that gave you that sense of enjoyment? And because as you're talking, Kaya, suddenly your face is just lit up, and I can see the passion and the love of what you were doing. What was it, because you saw the young people achieving, or you saw them enjoying themselves?
Yeah, a bit of everything. I also felt good to help them with it, because not all of them really knew what to do, and I felt good explaining and then realizing and then understanding, and it was just good.
And when I asked Kaya if she would do it again,
Yes.
she immediately said yes. I didn't get to ask why she would want to do it again. I don't know. It's perhaps something you might like to do later on in life. I don't know.
Maybe, but I'm not sure. But I would do it again, because they were really nice, and they were going to grow up to be very good.
Kaya, you know what, Kaya? Now you're showing me. When you came in, you were a little bit quiet at first, yeah. But now, as you're talking, oh my gosh, you are going to go far. You are going to go far in life. I just love the passion behind your voice. It's brilliant. So thank you, Kaya. Jay, is there anything what have you done so far?
I did my work experience more than a year ago in my old primary school, and then do addition and subtraction. And it was great to see how their minds worked and how they were using number lines to do it, how they were using their fingers.
Number lines?
Hunting their fingers. They were.
What year was that?
Year 1.
Oh my gosh, number lines in year 1. What school did you go to? That's a brilliant school. Yeah. Wow, okay,
and
fantastic.
They were just, it was really nice to see how they were thinking. And then when I was helping them when they didn't know, it was a very good feeling, helping younger minds understand and learning what they were doing.
Fantastic. And Terry?
I went work experience in a primary school called St. Andrew St. Francis Primary School. It's literally down the road. And
I know very well.
I was a classroom assistant.
Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. Paul's laughing. This is brilliant. A classroom assistant.
I knew you'd be interested in what you were doing.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So tell me about what you were doing.
So I was helping people in school. I was helping the teachers as well. I really enjoyed doing that because I like helping people and seeing them putting a smile on their face. And yeah.
That's amazing. And when you were in the classroom, you were working with the young people as well.
Yeah.
And what were you doing with the young people? You were obviously following and taking direction from the class teacher. So what maths were they doing in the classroom? Do you remember what you were doing with them?
They were doing subtraction.
Subtraction.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! So they were year one.
No, that was year 4.
Year 4. So did they know their times tables?
Yeah.
Were they good at their times tables?
Yes.
Because do you know that the times tables, that is no one can beat me. No one can beat me. Okay, I'm the best at the times tables. So one day when you're ready, not today, one day when you're ready, we'll have a times table knockout and see who's better. Okay? Kaya, anything else you want to say about your work experience? Are you happy that you've come today to the studio?
Yeah.
What have you enjoyed about coming to Chalk Hill Community Radio?
Kind of changing my opinions on maths a little bit.
Listeners, can I just say something? When Kaya first came in, that's what I asked her, and to hear her say that this is changing her opinion of maths, that has made my day. Kaya, that has made my day. Reverend Paul, is there anything that
Well, one of the questions I asked before the show was, do you think that you're good at maths? That was the question, and all 3 of them were sort of stepped back a little bit, especially Kaya, but I know that she's good at maths. I can tell from the conversations that we've had. So perhaps that's a little bit of what you've learned about yourself, that you're interested in maths, because of course maths is powerful.
Yeah. And Kai, can I just ask, following on from what Paul just said, is there an area of maths that you particularly like?
I said before probability.
Yeah.
I like probability.
Fractions?
Fractions are getting easier for me because I used to find them really hard. But
You should have let me know, but you're with maths makers anyway, so they're gonna do that for you anyway.
Yeah.
What about have you started fractions, simultaneous equations?
Yeah.
How do you find them?
They're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be a bit tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terry, what about you?
I like probability.
Yeah.
And also percentage.
Percentages. Okay, percentages of whole amounts. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And other areas of maths? Because now I'm thinking of quadratic equations. Do you do quadratic equations?
Yes.
Ratio?
Yeah, I've done it before. I think it was kind of easy.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy it. And yeah.
Okay. And Jay, what about you? What part of maths do you like?
I like the Pythagoras theorem.
Oh, what a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Okay,
Yeah,
right, the
that's-
right angle triangle.
That's what I enjoy the most.
Mhm.
After I would say maybe bearings.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I do like bearings. It's not the subject that I would go to first of all. I can do it, but the fact that you like bearings, you might be able to teach me something about maths. And I think this is what I think Paul was getting at as well. We learn from each other. And the one thing that I've learned from Paul is that we must always be open to listening, taking advice, and we have to be humble. We have to accept that we don't know everything. And if we don't know something, then as adults, for you, we are here to support and help you. Paul, would you concur?
Well, and as we think about maths, it's powerful because it's a universal language, isn't it?
Yes.
It's known across the globe.
Yes.
No matter where you go, the rules are the same.
Yes.
So we are all equal in a sense. Although we do find, some of us find maths more easy than others.
Yes.
And I think for me, particularly as I'm so interested in, I have a passion for young folk and ensuring that they get on.
Yes.
I get concerned about those that aren't engaged with maths, not engaged with maths at school, disengaged with school perhaps, how they'll struggle because maths is a universal language.
Sure.
As we were talking earlier, again before the show, we were talking about how much maths is involved in everyday life. And any jobs that these young folk might want to go into. Could be physics, could be architecture, anything. It involves maths, and so it's so important that somehow we have ways and means to make it interesting.
Yes.
Some might say tolerable for some folk, because they're not. It might not be their thing,
Sure.
but and that's perhaps a question I'd ask you, Isaac. how do we make maths interesting?
Yeah, I mean, the way I make maths interesting is that I make it hands-on. I make it very tactile. So, if, for example, Jay, you mentioned Pythagoras, I would not want you to sit down and write in your book a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'll get you standing up and we'll go on a journey. Not a real journey, a make-believe journey, yeah? And then I'll say, right, we're going to get into a car. We're going to drive north for, let's say, 50 kilometers. And when we get to north, we're going to change direction and we're going to drive southwest or whatever. In other words, I would get you to picture a right angle triangle. And then we would measure the distances of all the three movements. And then what you would find is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, and you square root it. So for me, as Paul has just said, it's about making it real, making it relevant, but making it fun. Because standing up and actually walking through a right angle triangle, for me, is so much better than just looking at a right angle triangle and then saying, I've got to work it out. Yes, of course you have to work it out, especially when we're doing exams and tests, but to actually make it real to you, I think children and young people learn best through doing. And that's what I believe in. So,
and Isaac, if you hadn't been a maths expert then, what do you think you would have done in life?
Do you know what I wanted to be? I wanted to be a fireman. Can you imagine it? Because I loved hearing the fire engines beep, or making all the noise, and the firemen jumping down and pulling the hose pipe and everything like that. Okay, that's what I wanted to do at first. But then I changed, because when I first finished my exams, I started cooking. I used to be a chef. I used to be a chef in the big hotels around London.
I've tasted his food, it's really good. I was a bit disappointed as we came in, to be honest. I mean, there were lovely crisps and fruit, but there wasn't the kind of food that I've tasted that Isaac's made before.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So Paul has tasted my cooking
Yeah, it's
before.
really good.
And I just used to love cooking. But then, even sitting here now talking about it, I was using maths in cooking. Because obviously, there's measurements, there's counting out, there's weighing, there's making sure that if I was making vol au vent, if I was making cakes that involved that had to rise, I had to make sure that it was done to a strict time limit. So I was using maths without realizing it. But in the back of me, I've always wanted to be a teacher. And I've always wanted to I had that passion of what you said, Thierry, of wanting to help other people to get better. So yeah,
there we go.
So Reverend Paul, is there anything that you'd like to sort of say, offer encouragement to the three?
Well, honestly, hasn't it been fantastic?
It has been.
I know it's been a football-free zone as well, even though we're down 1-0. I should just say that to you.
No.
Yeah. But honestly, much better than the match appears.
Yeah.
But there we have it. But as an encouragement, honestly, what can I say to be an encouragement to them? Because they've been more of an encouragement to me and to us and to those that are listening in. But just keep on keeping on and doing what you seem to be doing best. And just be the best person that you can be.
Thank you very much indeed. Paul, thank you very much for coming into the studio. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure to be here with such wonderful fun.
Thank you very much indeed. So, Kaya and Thierry and Jay, we're coming to the end of the show. Okay? Now, I've got something as a surprise to tell the three of you. Okay? Now, there's an MP, and her name is Dawn Butler. Okay? Reverend Paul will have heard of her. And she's one of the MPs in Brent, but she's very much into working with young people and making sure that health equity means that if we get your education right, it means that your future prospects in life, health-wise, will be right as well. She wanted to come into the studio today, but she's really, really busy. But she's going to be coming in, hopefully, in about 3 or 4 weeks' time. So I'm going to be speaking to Helena from Maths Makers, because when she comes in, she wants to meet the three of you, and she wants to find out how your work experience is going and has gone. But not only that, I think there could be an invitation to go to the House of Commons, to go to Parliament. Would you like that? Have you been there before? Have you been there before?
No.
Have you been there before? Do you know where it is? Okay. Have you heard of Big Ben, the clock? Yeah, that's the Houses of Parliament. You've got the Houses of Commons and the Houses of Parliament and the Houses of Lords, and we're going to be going to look around. And I know that when young people go into Parliament, you get spoiled. If you think what was outside is good on the table, wait till you see what they give you when you get into the Houses of Parliament. So that's a possibility. So I really hope that I can make it happen for you. But even if I can't make it happen for you, I'm going to be asking Paul, because Paul knows certain people who might be able to make it happen for you as well. Would that be okay, Reverend Paul?
We'll do our best.
Yeah, we'll do our best, you see.
So all we can ever say.
Yeah, exactly. Because by you going there, one day you might become an MP. And you start off small and then you get bigger and bigger. So yeah, so that's on the card. So I wanted to surprise you this evening with that. Does it sound good? Yeah? Okay, listen, Kaya, just before we wrap up, can I just say the smile on your face now from when you first came in was absolutely, it is, what's the word, 100 times more. It's absolutely brilliant. And I just wish you all the very best for your work experience as you continue from here today. Terry, the way that you've spoken has been so eloquently, and that means so clearly and so thoughtful, and I could see the passion behind your voice. And you're another one who I know is going to go far in life. And Jay, you're another one. You know, you've just finished your GCSE, and I know you've done well. I don't need to ask you, have you done well? I just know you've done well. And so I'm going to ask your mum to, obviously your mum will let Helena know, and Helena will let me know, because I know that, Jay, you are going to be flying as well. So thank you to the three of you for coming in. Thank you to Councillor Angela Joyce for coming in. Thank you. Thank you to Trevor Blackman for calling in as well. And thank you to Helena and to Davey for explaining to us what Mathsmakers does and how they are supporting you. And thank you to you, Reverend Paul, for always being there for me, because you know I value. And when I told Dean that you were coming in, Dean was like, oh my God, Reverend Paul. So he rushed, because we just didn't want to miss a minute of your time. So thank you very much indeed. So listeners, unfortunately, that's the end of the math show. And we're finishing just bang on time today. I wish there was longer, because there's so much more that I know the three students have got to ask me. I wanted them to come and sit in the hot chair, but Kaya, next time, will you sit in the hot chair?
Maybe.
It's not that bad, is it? Okay, Terry, what about you? Will you sit in the hot chair?
I'll try.
Okay, and Jay, will you sit in the hot chair?
Possibly.
What do you mean possibly? Why do you mean possibly?
It's a 50-50.
50-50, well, there's probability 50-50. Well, thank you to everyone. Have a great evening. I know you're going to rush home and watch television. But yeah, let's see what happens later on. Thank you to everyone. And can I just thank you to mums? Thank you to your mums who brought you in. Mums, you've seen how amazing your children have been. And can I just say thank you for, the way they are now, as Paul has said, you've just set them off for life. And please always remember, I know that Paul is always there. Paul will always be there for advice. If you need any direction, Paul is there. Mathsmakers is there. And you know that I'm always going to be here as well. So thank you. Have a great evening. And see you very soon. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. So how was that, everyone?